Aloha, this is Sky, the Soulful Progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, the Feminist News that's right for you. Welcome to Sky in the Rainbow Room at night. Alright, giving you that soulful news you need. Yes, indeed. I know that's right. So, if you haven't told your friends and family about that soulful progressive kitchen table type of news going out to you, you better let them know that they got some news out there with soul. Alright, now, what do I want to talk to you about today? What have I been doing? Yeah, setting them straight. I know that's right. Now, we at Feminist News Network are the real progressives. The soulful progressives. The progressives that have done and put the boots on the ground. As your neighborhood two-time board member. As you're a Democratic president of the largest urban group within Hawaii and Honolulu, as a bill writer that has wrote her first bill in regards to women's reproductive rights, a woman that has also wrote bills set into the Democratic agenda in 2017. I'm going to tell you this. We're going to have to talk about Jimmy Dore. Now, for this man to claim he's not more than a jack-off comedian talking about news, to find out and act like he just woke up to find out that this Venezuelan coup was about suppressing and putting down and not upholding the black and brown community of Venezuela, he must not know about South America at all. I thought Steph would have told him that, or at least Ron. But he acted in his show like he knew. Now, like he just found out when Greg Palast told him so. Now, we're going to take a quick look, not too much, because you know I like me some Greg Palast. Whatever he does, I follow. So normally, you know I had to jump on that and check out him talking to Jimmy. I'm glad that he explained it to Jimmy, but we're going to discuss this afterwards. Alright, let's take a look.
That's the other thing that Trump likes. He speaks good English. He hung out with the right-wing think tanks in Washington, went to George Washington University. He's a rich guy. He's a white guy. That's really, really important. And in a black nation, in a mestizo, a nation which is made up of about 70% mestizos, that is, people, as Chavez told me, a combination of negro e indio, as he said, black and indigenous. That's the majority of the people in Venezuela, but they're finding a white guy to run it.
Yeah, all right, so we're going to get to that in just a second. Before we get to that, because that's a very interesting twist that no one else is reporting except you.
Yes.
And now we will also be reporting that. And so that's, again, very easy for us to be better than the every other journalist in the country and outside the country.
This color skin, they don't even call themselves Venezuelans, by the way. They call themselves Spaniards. Okay?
Oh, no.
And they are an elite minority that's run the country for 400 years. Hugo Chavez was the first guy that, as he said, he was negro e indio. He was the Nelson Mandela of Venezuela, and when he passed away from stomach cancer, he designated, said elect Maduro. Maduro ran twice and won. Who was his vice president, and Maduro is also, like Chavez, a dark-skinned guy. He was a bus driver. He was one of the working people of Venezuela that was getting screwed out of the oil money. This is a fabulously rich nation, but there is Guaido. The great white knight chosen by Trump, never ran for president. His only qualification seems to be that he's shiny white.
Here's another picture. Tell people what this picture is.
Okay, if you think that this is the meeting of the Republican Party at the Mar-a-Lago, no. That is the Venezuelan opposition. Those are the deputies, the members of the Venezuelan Assembly, who are pro-Guaido. And as you see, they are lily white. That's very important. Keep that picture in your mind.
There's a lot of pink faces in that crowd.
There's more pink than at a 13-year-old girl's birthday party.
So this is the people who are supporting Trump's coup, invasion, and intervention in Venezuela, and this is Juan Guaido's group.
this is his party. He was head of the assembly with those characters. Right?
Okay, so now here's the picture of the people they want to overthrow, which is the Chavistas, which is the party of the people, which is the one that Maduro is the head of. And here's a picture of them. You see the difference? Look at the difference. So you see white? Wait a minute. There's black. There you go. White,
right.
Dark.
This is not done by Jimmy Dore's tricky filter business.
No.
Now, this looks like a meeting of, the NAACP in Birmingham. I've been to a meeting of the NAACP in Birmingham.
Wow, it really does,
and,
actually. Look at that.
So now what that looks like is the Venezuelan people. First of all, the opposition was about 60 members of parliament of their Congress and their National Assembly. This is their Chamber of Deputies. This is about 120 members. And that's about the division in the nation. It's about 1/3 white and 2/3 mestizo, black, indigenous, voters of color, and poor people. Okay, this is the government supporting group. So this is one thing that the rest of the media has not even touched. It's about a white racist suprematist takeover. It's as if it's like MAGA, except make Venezuela white again, and it's very, very important to understand this. This is one of the reasons why people don't want Guaido. They don't want a return to what it was effectively apartheid, where not only the white people controlled, it's not that the darker skinned people are racist. They're saying those people stole our country. They stole the oil money and took it to Venezuela. Took it from Venezuela to Miami, squirreled it away. It was all stolen. It was massively corrupt. It's funny that they talk about Maduro's corruption. He's a bus driver. He lives like, he lives very, very simply.
Oh, no,
Wow. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Unbelievable. Now, in regards to Jimmy, I'm glad that Greg Palast has educated him on this, because to be a progressive, you must understand and know these things in regards to Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Colombians, and Afro-Venezuelans, because that's what Chavez was. And to act like you just now found out that he was supplying heating oil to those Puerto Ricans and Hispanics and blacks of the poor communities of New York, they were doing that in the late and mid 90s, and if you were DOS and of that community, so that's why I'm very surprised Steph had not explained this to him or knew herself. But when you cross over into another person's culture, sometimes you lose yours, and that seemingly is what had happened to Steph. Now, Jimmy, I'm glad that you have straightened this up. I'm glad that you're doing this, and for being a jack-off comedian, it seems like you're learning a lot. So good for you, because you really need to go ahead and educate your viewers and your subscribers and let them know what it's really about, because if we gotta wait for Jack Palance interviews every time for something like this for you to learn what it's really about, because I know you take on issues, but what you don't take on is not enough people of color on your show to talk to you. I'm glad Greg's told you, but you need to get more people of color, more than just Nico House, because you kind of get a feeling that, Nico crosses over in another way, like Jamal Tarman's crosses over. You want to make friends with a solid DOS, and there's plenty in California. Go ahead and meet you one. I know that's right. Or at least get Killer Mike on your show. Let him defend the black vote for burning. Do something, because you gotta act like, you just didn't wake up. But it seems like when you wake up, you're waking up a lot of your fans too. So I ain't gonna give you no hate on that. And if you agree, leave comments below and contact me at FeministNewsN at gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to that YouTube channel and that Facebook page, Feminist News Network. And you got that PayPal me for that one-woman team, Feminist News Network. Thanks for donating already. All right. Thanks for my news crew hanging in there. Yeah. And I got that rant of the day on Blogger, Feminist News Network, and Soulful Progressive on Twitter. So remember, in this era of hate, We gotta educate. All right. And let them know when it comes to South America and keeping socialism alive, you are bringing up those that the rich want to die. I know that's right. So, contact me at FeministNewsN. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace.